is a concern for a young family, but for people who are getting ready to retire. When I look at my immediate future, and I think by any standards, middle class, I look at a situation where I don't think I can afford to stay in New York State. Exactly. So I'm looking at it from an older person's perspective, but I think it also has to do with younger people. Is there a recognition in Albany, and is there any plan to deal with the fact that many people are going to simply be in a position where they do not want to leave New York State for whatever reason, but are going to have to in order to make ends meet?
In years past, when I first went in the legislature, the people who were leaving were our seniors. But the education in the southern states was not very good. So people of medium needs loved their children. We're not going to bring their children to North and South Carolina because the education wasn't there. My girlfriend moved. She moved from Lexington Hills in Monroe. She sold her home up there for $170,000. She bought a mansion down in Huntersville outside of Charlotte. Her taxes are $1,700 a year. Her electric is next to nothing. She paid cash for her home, and it's lovely. Our education in the South has improved tremendously. And let me tell you what happened. You will hear people tell you we should raise the highest tax level. Well, the highest tax level was raised last year. And it went for people who made over $1 million, etc. Maybe it was $500,000. There was a man named Tom Golisano. If you know Paychecks, it's the firm that does a lot of work for people and saves them a lot of aggravation. They give you your information, they write your checks. Tom Golisano actually ran for governor. He started the Independence Party. Tom Golisano stood up and he said, enough is enough. I pay $4 million a year in New York State tax, not federal, New York State, and I'm not going to do it anymore. And so he said, I will move my residency to Florida because with the new taxes, this wonderful new tax was going to generate something. His taxes would have been $5 million. He said, I can stay one less day in New York. I will still be here